It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the Raiders sideline, head coach Clint Kubiak. His guys enjoyed a win at home to begin the season, now facing their first road test here. Across the field, head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. His side not as fortunate in their opener, hoping the home crowd can will them to the victory here in Week 2. From the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And off we go from SoFi. We dodged the tackle, and he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. The seventh-year starter leading them out has had a good first 6 years in the NFL, hoping for his best one yet this time around, Justin Herbert.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is caught. He's across midfield. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Look at this. 3 tight ends to the right on this first and 10.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Quay Walker. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 17 carries, 55 yards. Catch is made. That's Trey Harris. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Offense is set. First and 10.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard
Herbert.
line.
Throw reeled in by Njoku. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on second down.
5 at the 18-yard line.
On the counter, it's Hampton. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Herbert now to throw on third. Johnson finds the football, complete. This one stopped, great gains about 6 yards, and that's going to make it first down Chargers.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
Crosby on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 7-yard line.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
The coverage by Jermod McCoy.
He's keeping it himself on the third down option. And in as he finishes it on the keeper. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert scoring there on the 10th play of that drive. And talk about responding right away, Brock. After losing in the opener last week, some immediate points here as they fight to get back to 500.
I kind of felt a sense of urgency, and I bet you there was some urgency on that practice field this week because,
yeah,
you know, you don't want to start 0-2. That urgency paid off on that drive.
That one splits the uprights. And they go up 7-0 here early. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by the first overall pick in the draft. Helped lead Indiana football's turnaround, Fernando Mendoza.
Like so many of the #1 picks before him, the arm, the accuracy, the processing, it was all there, checked every single box. Now he's got to just ramp it up to the speed of the NFL level.
And he has enough room to gain about 4. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 26 carries, 114 yards and a touchdown. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Tight end motioning right. Mendoza, 3rd and short. And to the ground it goes, so an incomplete pass brings us to 4th down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Fields this at the 19. Escapes a defender. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And so far they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
A couple of yards on the catch, leaves them 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Draw play here, Hampton. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
That one's good to McConkey. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that is good for a Chargers 1st down.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. And they make the tackle at the 38. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
11 more yards. That's another Chargers 1st down.
Herbert back to throw. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders.
Now Herbert on 2nd down. Has the hook up again to Njoku. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
To throw, Herbert. This is hauled in by Harris. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That's Gadsden right side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
Throwing now, Herbert. He's running with it, and he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Raiders with an extra DB out there, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Herbert now. On to the left side, and Johnston has it. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. 1st down coming up. Now, far from the last time I expect we'll be talking about this guy, Brock, especially if his workload from their last game is any indication.
Got so many touches a week ago, but most importantly to him, didn't get the win. So he will trade all of those numbers for a W in this one.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert to throw. Got his man in the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, we all know there is always a lot more pressure on teams who begin the year 0-1 instead of 1-0. And these guys embracing it in this first half as their lead grows by 6 more.
Oh, come on now, Kay. You know what pressure does. What's pressure do?
Makes those diamonds, Brock.
It busts pipes or makes diamonds, and right now they are shining.
Point after is converted by Dicker. It's a 14-0 game here early.
Chargers 14, Raiders nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Dylan Laube on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Play action, Mendoza. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Our score, 14-0. We're back to SoFi right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at second and pretty short. And down he goes. The defense got to him right around the 26. Their first of the game after they had 5 in the loss last week.
We get to hear defense coaches, Kay, talk about turnovers and sacks could come in bunches. This guy got after it a week ago, and he's not slowing down today.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
And that one's complete. Amari on Hampton. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Hampton gets it from the pistol. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a 1st down. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. Now, you want to get that century mark.
Yeah.
That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, Herbert. Throw left side, complete. They'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
3rd and 3.
Here's Herbert. Complete here to Hampton. Look at this effort, just enough driving forward, gets them the first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Shotgun give to Hampton. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
It's Hampton on 2nd. Tackled with what looks to be about 3 yards. That's enough. Fresh set of downs coming their way.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. This one's caught. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Hampton. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
He gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Has his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Brennan Thompson, his first career touchdown on his first career catch. Dicker on now for the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And the lead now 21.
Chargers 21. Raiders nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick
Dicker
off.
all lined up and ready to boot it away. Laube with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Mendoza running the play action. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And it is 1st down, Las Vegas. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
2nd down. This is Mendoza. That's complete to Bowers outright. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. It's Mendoza. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Chargers think they have it, and they do!
That's quarterback's living nightmare and a defender's dream right there. Not just to get the sack and get home, but sack fumble, that's what these defenders live for.
The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Herbert. He's got Hampton underneath. And in the end, no danger of them actually reaching the marker. He's hauled down well short after a gain of 7. It is 4th down. Cameron Dicker out for the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
Kind of a good thing they got the football where they did coming off that fumble recovery. It's disappointing as an offense when you can't move the ball, but at least your kicker can pick you up.
Laube with the return. Jukes away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Complete out to the right. And a good tackle as that ball is secured, limits that gain to 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
This is Genty on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
3rd down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Another give here to Genty. He dodged the tackle. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that is good for a Raiders 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And
Mendoza working. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
He's got a man left. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So maybe the last person you'd expect to get tagged, but that's roughing the passer on one of the cornerbacks. This is Mendoza. It's a screen play to Genty. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. A gain of 9, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Genty. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 15-yard line.
Here's the snap to Mendoza. And not able to corral this one. That's going to be ruled his 2nd drop of the game. It brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 1.
Genty on the draw. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mendoza. Well, he is absolutely wide open, and his QB finds him. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Raiders.
Trey Tucker, the 2nd score that he has brought in this season. Well, Brock, we hear it in every sport, right? Every rep is a learning opportunity when you're a rookie, and that includes ones like these, when it's going to be a rough loss for your squad.
It sure is. You got to just have that tunnel vision. Kind of reminds me of a golfer on a course. You're not looking at that scoreboard. You got to just keep swinging away, and he did.
An extra point is made by Gay, and that means they've cut it to a 17-point game.
24. Raiders 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fields this one at the 3. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. From the pistol, it's Herbert. That's to Harris in the middle. They get to him, he's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10, and that gives LA the 1st. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's Herbert now on 1st as he approaches 200 yards passing in this opening half. Takes the handoff, now to throw. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. He's going to be forced out following a gain of about 10. And that's going to be a Los Angeles 1st down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Over the middle, complete to Njoku. And give him the 1st down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Chargers.
The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. And they answer. Touchdown, Chargers. Omarion Hampton scoring from 24 out. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Mendoza. Taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. And that sets up a Raiders 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Now Mendoza. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the 1st half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the 2nd half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great 1st half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd quarter. And that 1st half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this 3rd quarter. Mendoza now. And the defense coming out firing here to start this 2nd half, partner. Good hit there to break up what would have been a catch. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Pitch play to Genty. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And it is 1st down, Las Vegas.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 12.
Tucker now in motion right.
Down, Raiders.
Quick throw on the RPO. It's Bowers. And we'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now here he goes on the boot. Hauled in. Again, it's Bowers. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and to midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49. Genty going for the line to gain. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And that is good for a Raiders 1st down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from it. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
A gain of 15 there, and that's a Vegas 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mendoza. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st down, Raiders.
Counter give to Genty. And he gets home. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty. That's his 2nd of the year. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell, stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Raiders 13.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Escapes a defender. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. 1st down coming up.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Hampton on the pitch. And he's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
The ball carrier. Traden Stoops on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down.
Intended for Brennan Thompson. Incomplete. Darian Porter on the coverage.
To throw, Herbert. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Right back to him, but he can't make the catch this time. Defender waiting with that hit, forces it out. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Hampton gets the handoff. And only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now Herbert to throw. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They pitch it to him. He's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And that sets up a Raiders 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker, that is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. This is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Here's Mendoza, 1st and 10. And he's now 4 for 5 passing since coming out of halftime. Shotgun give here to Genty. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Back to Genty. Jukes away from one. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that first down too.
It's kind of funny, Kay. When you have a really productive day, as he did a week ago on the ground, well over 100 yards, people wonder, can you do it again? That's what this league is often about. Can you do it again? And do it again? And this guy is answering that question today.
On 1st and 10, Mendoza. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Mendoza from the shotgun. Pass caught by Jack Besh. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
Jack Besh. A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers.
2nd down. This is Mendoza. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. Give him 8 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Genty from the gun. And he gets home. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty, his 2nd of this quarter. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Gay with the point after. And we've got ourselves an 11-point game.
Chargers 31, Raiders 20.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They'll start out with Hampton. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Another for Hampton on 2nd. He's going to be hauled down after a small pickup. Maybe got 4 yards there. And that's going to make it first down Chargers.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Again, it's Hampton. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to Hampton. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Nickel set here from the Raiders. 3rd down.
The tackle by Quay Walker. No gain on the play.
Herbert.
It's 3rd and 10.
Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
Gain of 33. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our 3rd quarter. It's the Chargers with the football and a comfortable lead as they try to finish off this win. Start of the 4th quarter, offense set up 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Hampton. And they're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And that is good for a Chargers first down.
3rd
Really two elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number one, you got to sell it. Right? You really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
It's Hampton on second. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Here he goes, third and long. That's complete to Johnston, outright. And he's going to be out of bounds nowhere near that marker. That brings up fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Dicker connects there, and that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Has this at the 6. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. It's Mendoza. Has him on the quick hitter. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on second down. Mendoza working. Brought in by his back here. It's Jeanty. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And he's not going to add another catch just yet. This one pried out by the contact. That forces fourth down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Chargers getting set. First and 10. Running it with Hampton. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
He's brought down at the 31.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Second and 8.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Completed over the middle. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that gives LA the first.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Herbert now off the play fake. Look at that power, deep left side. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Taron Johnson has it.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here's Mendoza. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
Incomplete. Makes it second and 10.
Here's the snap to Mendoza. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
And incomplete.
Had a man in the area, Brock, but correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think he was trying to hit him there. It looked like he was just getting rid of that football.
I'm not going to correct you. You're right. And that's really a compliment to this defense. You saw the guy. He had his man, but the coverage, well, was too good, and he didn't trust that throw. We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets dime coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Draw play here, Hampton. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's second and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. A throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Now an inside give to Hampton. Escapes a defender, and he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Herbert now. Short pass brought in. Hit there, driven out of bounds. Gain of about 8 before it. And that's going to be a Los Angeles first down.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hampton gets it from the pistol. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And that's going to make it first down Chargers.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
The coverage by Jermon McCoy.
Here's Herbert. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Hit and his throw's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. It's 4th down. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Dicker connects there. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Mendoza. Throwing the out route complete. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And it is first down, Las Vegas.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Raiders.
Now Mendoza. Complete over the middle. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. A gain of 9, Brock. It's second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the
Mendoza now. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
A gain of 15. And a Las Vegas first down.
This is Mendoza. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Incomplete.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
There on the coverage.
Mendoza going to the air again. And not able to corral this one. That's going to be ruled his second drop of the game. It brings up third down.
Incomplete. It's third down and 10.
Again, it's Mendoza. He's got Bowers working the sideline. And out of bounds he goes, well short of that marker. That brings up fourth down.
6 yards on the play. Brings up
Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Chargers nearing their first win of the season. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hampton now up the middle. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now third and 9.
Hampton gets the handoff. They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up fourth down. They'll bring out the punter here. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Here's a first and 10 for Mendoza. Trying to push deep downfield. Had it for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Brock, that it did too, because that would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, just second down. Mendoza from the shotgun. Got a man over the middle, it's Bowers. Brought down there after a gain of about 14 yards. And that is good for a Raiders first down.
A gain of 14. First down.
Mendoza from the gun. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Leads to second and 10.
Another throw here for Mendoza. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. No connection on the last play, and out third down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Mendoza running the play action. Complete beyond the marker. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
A gain of 14.
One final shot here.
Las Vegas.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.